star. But should the Hornets offer him the max 5-year deal, $221 million? We'll dive into it in just a little bit. But before we do, make sure to slap that like button for all the new fans. If it's a Hornet fan, if it's any other NBA fan, we are doing a lot of free agency talk, a lot of draft talk within the next couple of days. So stay tuned for that. Again, if you don't like this video, if you don't agree with it, hit the dislike button. Either way, it helps us out a lot with the YouTube algorithms. That said, I also want to share that BLINDSAVE has pretty much saved my entire ankle, thighs, knees. The technology inside a knee pad from BLINDSAVE is insane. I kid you not. Okay. BLINDSAVE, make sure to visit blindsave.com. If you are a hooper, you should invest in your body, and BLINDSAVE has this technology that pretty much it just blends into your body. Like it's insane. To me, it's like wearing icy hot, and it keeps you warm, and it has this PAD technology that I can't even explain it. Like, this is legit. So make sure to visit blindsave.com for more information. Again, should the Hornets offer Kemba Walker 5-year, $221 million? If I'm Michael Jordan, I wouldn't do it. That's me, though. If I'm Kemba Walker, I'm also looking at other options. You got the Lakers, the Knicks, and the Mavericks, who are reportedly rumored that they are going to be very interested come June 30th. And why wouldn't they? Kemba Walker is arguably one of the best point guards in the NBA. He is so underrated. It's insane. A lot of it has to do with the fact that he plays in such a smaller market like Charlotte, North Carolina. But he did make an all-NBA team, albeit he shouldn't have made it over a guy like Klay Thompson. But because he did make it, he is now eligible for that supermax, which is the $221 million. If that wasn't the case, he would have been offered roughly 189, so $190 million. And as you can see, that's about a $30 million difference because he did make the All-Star team. So he is eligible for the extra $30 million if the Hornets offer it, and the guy like Klay Thompson is not eligible because he didn't make it. That's how messed up this entire situation is. I just want to put that out there. Contextually speaking, I don't like it. I don't believe that we, the media, should decide if a guy should get paid or not. Klay Thompson, to me, 5 straight NBA Finals, NBA champion, arguably the second best shooter in NBA history, should have gotten paid the extra $30 million once he decides to stay with Golden State. And I appreciate all the people that are on the live. Make sure to slap that like button. Again, really helps us out, guys. Kemba Walker, what should he do? He has options. He's going to have options. If I'm Indiana, I'm doing everything I can to clear some cap space and putting him together with a guy like a Victor Oladipo. I would love that. The Pacers would be legit if they can somehow land a Kemba Walker, Victor Oladipo, Miles Turner. Ooh, that's a nice little trio. And that may be a team that can come from the bottom up. And I wouldn't be shocked. To me, it makes a lot of sense. The Mavericks, you put them with Luka Doncic, you put them with Kristaps Porzingis, and you have a big three in Dallas. I would love to see that as well. But if you're Kemba Walker, do you see that LA situation and be like, you know what? I want to play with LeBron James, with LeBron's final 2 years in his prime. I think I can add to LeBron James at the Staples Center, arguably one of the most, not arguably, it's 16 NBA championships. I mean, the Lakers are an iconic franchise. So you go, your brand gets bigger, it makes sense. Or you can also use that with the New York Knicks, the mecca of basketball, but they've been so bad. They haven't won a championship since 1972. So, yes, you can sell them on the Garden and it's New York, but success, they haven't had much of it in a very long time. A lot of it, ownership problems. Yeah, their owner is a joke. Just call it the way it is. Although they do have my guy, Scott Perry from the Kings, as GM there. So if their owner allows my guy to put the work in and allow him to do his job, and Scott Perry, that'll be just fine. It's unfortunate what happened to Kevin Durant. That changes a lot of things if you really think about it. A lot of things are in flux now with KD having to potentially sit out an entire season. That's not good for the NBA. That's not good for basketball. Kevin Durant's a global icon. Kevin Durant is on Forbes' top 10 most paid athletes. So is Steph Curry. So is LeBron James. 3 guys that are NBA basketball players and made the top 10. A lot of soccer players in there. Roger Federer in there. A couple of football players. No baseball players in that top 10. I posted that today on Cowbell Kingdom. I don't know if you guys saw the list from Forbes. Top 10 richest paid athletes. And that includes endorsements, salary, etc. That's big time for Kevin Durant to potentially miss an entire year. Now, if I'm an NBA team, all 30 NBA teams should offer him the max. He is so talented. And even though he's 31 years old, I get it, or going to be 31. Why not sit him out a year? Wait till he recovers tonight. And I understand that the Achilles injury is the most devastating in the sport of basketball for a lot of reasons. It's very apparent, it's super logical. But if you have 2 really good years of Kevin Durant and 1 year that's, say, 50, 60% of Kevin Durant, I would take that every single time. He's just such a unique talent that you have to take that risk, even if he has to sit out 1 full season. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below. Now, should Kemba go to the mecca of basketball? Should he go to the Garden? It depends. If he's going there by himself with no other all-star, I wouldn't do it. I would either go to the Mavericks or I would go to the Lakers. Those 2 teams make a lot more sense right now, the way they are configured as a roster put together for Kemba Walker. That's what I believe. What's going on, Hunter, Iggy, Deshaun? Appreciate everybody that's on the live stream. They don't try all-star games. Understand why Supermax and 40 mil. I get it, man. Is he worth that? That's always going to be debatable. I would say no. I don't think he's worth the extra 30 million he got because he made the All-NBA team. I don't think he should have made the All-NBA team. A lot of people regretted voting that way because they didn't think that Clay would get snubbed, and he was snubbed. So that, again, it should not come down to players. It should not come down to media members. It should not come down to owners. Let your game talk for itself and open an extra team if you indeed deserve to be on that team. And if it came down to a Kemba Walker, Russell Westbrook, Klay Thompson deserves to get over both of those guys. Klay Thompson had a better year overall than Kyrie Irving, who made that second team. It made no sense not having Klay Thompson in that All-NBA team. You telling me that there's 15 guys better than Klay Thompson? Did you watch that Game 5 last night where he put up big buckets? Klay Thompson is a bona fide star. He may not get the credit for it, but people who know basketball know that he's a star, period. LeBron would still play in the NBA if you paid him $15 million. Endorsements are from B-ball owners, screwed him by playing the Supermax. Hell no, KD wouldn't opt into his contract. get paid next year and get the exact same contract in 2020. Now, that's another option. Can he opt into that $31 million from the Golden State Warriors? Sure. But even if he doesn't, he's still going to get a max contract from everyone else. Think about that. If I'm the Warriors, I'm offering them the max contract and just risking it. How can you let go of a guy like a Kevin Durant? Me personally, I don't like the stuff he does outside the court, like make burner accounts and he listens to all the criticisms and he responds. That I don't like. I don't like the fact that he went to the team that defeated him, the team that he had down 3-1, and joined forces with the Golden State Warriors. That I don't like. But Kevin Durant, the NBA player, how can you not like the way he plays? He's arguably the best offensive player in the NBA. I still think Kawhi is a better player overall, and not by much. I'm talking like by just a snippet of a snippet. I'm just saying KD is so good. The same can be said for Kawhi. Right now, Giannis, Kawhi, Kevin Durant, top 3 players. Whatever your order is, it is what it is. You can't go wrong with either of those guys. Obviously, Giannis with the most upside because of his age. But that's what I think. That's what I think. KD is a social media troll. Yes, he is. And again, those are things that I don't like. But when you produce the way you produce on the court, like a Kevin Durant, then you got to deal with it. Like, you have to deal with that because Kevin Durant is a transcendent talent. I'm going to have some videos coming up. Top 10 power forwards in the 2019 NBA draft. Top 10 guards in the 2019 NBA draft. We're talking more free agents, videos like these. I'll probably have this live session on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, all those audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm going to have this one up there. I appreciate all the support that we have received in the past few weeks from other NBA fan bases here on the Basketball Zone YouTube channel. You guys can see right behind me, Basketball Zone. Got the Season Creator Basketball. Got the Cowbell Customs. I got the All City Wades up here. I got the Crossover Cultures, the KDs, the Captain America Custom, KDs, the Hyper Rare 2011 Elites, the Hyper Dunk Elites, 2014 Hyper Rares, my bad. Soldier 11s and the Kyrie 3s, which I hate. My 2017 Hyper Dunks are upstairs. Love those shoes. I like that Nike React foam that those have. I'm about to get the Why Nots cotton shot from Russell Westbrook. Got them from Sweden. I'm pretty excited to wear those shoes and see the Nike Air Zoom unit on the forefoot is what I've been told. It's a very comfy shoe, my type of shoe. Again, shout out to BLINDSAVE for sponsoring this video. Make sure to visit them, blindsave.com. If you are a hooper, you need to get some of this protective gear from BLINDSAVE, period. Also, if you are going to the game in Oakland, make sure to use our code Cowbell to get $20 off your purchase. I can go towards the popcorn, some nachos, some pizza. All good stuff, man. Appreciate SeatGeek.com as well. Use our code Cowbell here on the Basketball Zone YouTube channel. Last thing, is there any way Sat can get into the Anthony Davis sweepstakes? They would have to give up Marvin Bagley, which I would if it came down. I'm very skeptical of Anthony Davis in terms of him making that impact, of him being the number one option. Like, don't get me wrong. Talent-wise, he's top 5. But does he have that impact is the question you should be asking yourself. He's only made the playoffs twice. A lot of it is injuries. Some of it is teammates around him. But if you're that good, if you're that transcendent, there should be no excuses for you not to lead your team to the playoffs. Period. Durability to me is a skill. So I would be very scared to pull the trade. Would I do it? Yes. They said, give me Marvin Bagley and someone else and a potential first-round pick, I would do it. Because that's what they would want from the Kings. They would want Marvin Bagley. And I don't blame them. This isn't 2K where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to snipe them and just give them, just any player. Like, no, you got to give him a lot of talent in return because you're going to get a 26-year-old superstar in his prime. To come to this nucleus, yeah, that would be crazy. There's no secondary piece. They're either going to want Fox or Bagley, and I'm giving up Bagley before I give it Fox. So you best believe it's not. No, that's the only way that would ever happen, remotely happen, would be including one of those two players for AD. One of them got to go. I know for a fact that's what it would take. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one.